Hi there, I'm meteorologist Richie Pergolesi with iWeather First. With today's tropical update, we're looking at several systems out there in the Atlantic. We've got Hurricane Kirk, Hurricane Leslie, and newly formed Tropical Depression 14 in the Gulf of Mexico, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. Here's these three storms out here. We don't need to worry about Hurricane Kirk, going to become a fish storm moving out there into the graveyard of hurricanes. However, behind it, Hurricane Leslie I wanted to talk about because over the next 12 to 24 hours is still expected to gradually strengthen. And you can see that on the visible satellite, those bursts of convection near the center of circulation. However, it will be encountering that cool, dry air left behind from Hurricane Kirk and is expected to weaken earlier into next week. Right now, it has winds of 80 miles per hour. Category 1 system still moving west-northwest at 7. A little bit of ambiguity with this system. Could potentially continue this north-northwestern trajectory, potentially impacting Bermuda. We're not sure. It's still too far out to tell, but we'll keep an eye on it. So let's talk about Tropical Depression 14, newly formed this morning. And we can see here on the visible satellite, lots of scattered showers and thunderstorms around this storm. Doesn't really have a well-defined center of circulation yet. However, it is expected to rapidly intensify over the next 24 to 48 hours. Here's the picture from the infrared, and you can see all those clouds here shooting up at the top here, indicating that there is that the storm is getting stronger here. And on the water vapor, you can see on those light green colors on your screen, it's producing a lot of thunderstorms out there, as we can see on the radar here over southern Texas and northeast Mexico. Going to be drenched there over the next 12 to 24 hours. Now, the storm is sitting near the one of the buoys on the National Data Buoy Network, and I'm going to show you what the picture looks like on this one. This is buoy 42055. Here's a panoramic picture of the storm here. You can see a couple of thunderstorms out there. Nothing too much right now. Right now it has a wave height about 3 to 4 feet here. This buoy sits about 200 miles from Veracruz, Mexico here. So just give you a picture of what's going on with the system. It's slowly getting organized now. Here's the latest track from the National Hurricane Center. So right now it's tropical depression, so winds are going to be less than 39 miles per hour here. Right now it's moving north-northeast at 3. Pressure is at 1,007 millibars, so still in its infancy here. However, I wanted to show you the next 5 days with the system. Now, it's expected to strengthen into a tropical storm later today with winds of at least 49 miles per hour. And by the end of Sunday, should be expecting to become a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 74 miles per hour. And then we can see here as it goes through its trajectory, it's expected to rapidly intensify into a Category 2 storm by Tuesday morning with winds of 110 miles per hour. And it appears it's going to be on track for Florida. Florida yet again, going on the bullseye just over a week since Hurricane Helene made landfall in the Panhandle. Florida is now going to expect another system coming, and potentially a Category 3, maybe a major hurricane might be expected from this. We still have a couple of days to plan and prepare and get ready, but it does appear that Florida may be getting another hurricane in the next couple of days. I wanted to show you the latest spaghetti models here. Most of the models are in agreement with a central to South Florida approach here as the storm gets closer over the next several days. Here is the latest model run. This is the European models, and we can see over the next several days here, it's going to continue that northeast trajectory here as it rides that ridge of high pressure, and it's basically using the storm as a steering mechanism that will propel it into Florida over the next several days. You can see now going through that rapid intensification here, potentially landfall between Tampa, Cape Coral. It's still too far out to tell with this system. These models are going to change over time, over the next hours and days. So I wanted to show you a little bit closer look here of the storm. So here we are Tuesday night getting into Wednesday morning on final approach, potential landfall there from Tampa through Cape Coral. And then this is the European model here. We're waiting for the GFS model to be finished. It's still going through its ensembles there. But I wanted to time out the impacts from this storm. So these are the earliest arrival times, and we could see by Tuesday morning is when we're going to start feeling in the state of Florida. We're going to start feeling those winds and rains coming from the outer feeder bands from the storm, and it looks like by Tuesday evening, I expect a landfall southwest Florida to potentially central Florida. There, we see those colors shaded here. About a 50 to 60% chance of encountering tropical storm force winds in the area so far. Now, rainfall from this system so far is expected to dump about 4 inches of rain or more in the Yucatan Peninsula, as well as western portions of Cuba. That is the latest here from the Weather Center here with your tropical update. We'll continue to monitor the system, and we'll provide you daily updates while the system gets closer to Florida and is expected to intensify. Stay safe out there.